The last part of waking up is hold your finger. Come. The last part of waking up is boulders in my cup. Yeah.
Good Monday morning, everybody. Welcome to Bergie's Coffee. Thanks for starting your week off with me and a short conversation. Today, I want to talk to you about our challenges. And honestly, one of the fears that I have, and I think I share this with Eli and Jesse, we all have a concern. The challenges that we give you, the training in godliness, that this would become homework, that this would be about following a rule and it would become stale and you'd be not interested and maybe even turned off by it. Let me help you understand why the challenges, why the training in godliness. And I know we've talked about some of this before, but did you know that Jesus never called you to be a Christian? He never called anybody to be a Christian. He called people to be disciples. And in fact, when he told his disciples that he was leaving, he said, now I want you to go and make disciples, or said a different way, make followers of Jesus. Now, what does it mean to be a disciple? There's really three things about being a disciple that you need to understand. Is number one, it's about being with your rabbi. There's a relationship, there's a closeness, there's time spent with your teacher. The second thing is that you're learning from them. You're allowing the rabbi to reshape the way you think about God according to the scriptures, the way that you think about yourself according to the scriptures, and the way you think about the world according to the scriptures. So you're going to be with your rabbi and you're learning from him and listening to him. And the last thing about being a disciple is it's not just about being with and learning. And it's not just about getting a grade on a test so that you know that you have this information. It's about changing the way you live. And so in being a disciple, you imitate your rabbi. You actually live out his teachings and copy the way that he lives. This is what Jesus has called us to. The world has called us Christian. And that started in Acts, I think 16 or 17, where they really didn't know what to do with Christians. It was this new religion that was kind of like Judaism, but they weren't Jews. They were following Jesus of Nazareth. And they said that he's the Christ. And so they called him Little Christ. And that word is to be a Christian. I want us to recapture what Jesus actually called us to come. Come be with him, learn from him, and allow him to reshape the way that we think and therefore the way that we live. Now this week I went out to be at a friend's house and he's like this super handy dude. He can fix anything on a car engine. He can fix anything in your house, anything in your yard. He can weld, he can build, and he's got every tool to do it. I am like so envious of his skills in his garage. I went out to his house, he bought a new house, and he's got this huge barn. There's tools everywhere, and he's got projects all over the place. And I thought to myself, I just want to be with him for like a week. And I want him to just explain how he does things as he does things in the hopes that I could take some of that knowledge and bring it to my house and be able to do more projects around my house. That's what discipleship is. When I'm giving you training and godliness challenges, I'm inviting you or helping you to understand how to be a disciple. In the same way that I would go into the garage and be with my friend Brian, and I would learn from him so that I can do things differently, I'm helping you to see, spend time with Jesus, be with him, and then learn from him in Ephesians, and then allow that to reshape the way you think and the way that you live differently. So I hope that you can think about your Christianity more in terms of discipleship, and I hope that you can view the challenges as me trying to help you. How do you live out a life of discipleship for the greatest rabbi ever, God's Son, Jesus of Nazareth, the Christ? He loves you and he's got wisdom to share with you. Go follow him this week.